What's up, everybody? It's Matt, Comic Order 410. It's been a long time since I uploaded a video, probably about 2 years. I've had a lot going on, both good and bad, but things are going better for me now, thankfully. Hope everything is well with all of you. I just got my submissions back finally from Baltimore Comic Con, which was in October. So the grading companies are taking forever to get books back, no surprise there. I've been picking up comics pretty steadily as usual in my absence. So I thought I'd share some of the slabs I've picked up and some of the submissions I've gotten back last year and this year. To start off, pick this up finally. Really stoked to finally own this book. This actually completes my Tales from the Crypt run, which is something I thought I'd never accomplish. So very thankful for that. But this is a very tough book to find in my experience. Tales from the Crypt number 20. Got this in a 4.5. This is the first issue where they go from Crypt of Terror to Tales from the Crypt. Also submitted some of my ECs. Did most of these on site at Baltimore so I wouldn't have to ship my Golden Age books. Submitted my Tales from the Crypt 27. Came back a 6.5. Great Wally Wood stuff there. Very happy with the grades on these, so probably going to submit another batch here soon, or maybe just at Baltimore this year. Submitted my Tales from the Crypt 28. This also got a 6.5. Displays very nicely though. Really happy with this. Great Jack Davis cover to Tales from the Crypt 29. This got a 7.0. Submitted my Tales from the Crypt 33. This is the Origin of the Crypt Keeper. Got a 5.5 on that one. Excuse me. Submitted my Tales from the Crypt 40. This is one of my favorite Jack Davis covers here. This got a 6.0. Displays really nicely. Great looking cover there. Bought this one already slabbed, but this was one of the 2 issues I was missing. I was missing the first issue and the last issue, so finally got this as well. Tales from the Crypt 46, the final issue. Got a 3.5 probably because of this big subscription crease in the middle, but just very happy to have it. Submitted my Two-Fisted Tales number 30. This is my favorite Two-Fisted Tales cover of all time. Another Jack Davis stunner. Beautiful copy. And also submitted my Weird Science Fantasy number 29. Classic Frank Frazetta cover there. This got a 5.0. So really happy with those. He sadly wasn't at Baltimore this year, but last year got another sketch cover from S.L. Gallant. Took one of my G.I. Joe blanks and did a Scarlet for me. He always does a great job. His commissions are really reasonably priced. And I've been lucky. I think this is my 5th one from him. And I got back 9/8 on all of them. Got Ken Hazer from the Living Corpse team. Did this incredible Future Quest cover for me. Buzz and Ken always do great commissions for me. I believe this is my 4th Future Quest cover they did. They did a Space Ghost, a Herculoids, and a Johnny Quest. And Ken went ahead and did this solo. I just asked for a Blue Falcon and Dynamite. He came up with this great idea of doing a Dark Knight homage. Turned out beautifully. And there's what the back looks like. They always do just an incredible job. So really happy with that Blue Falcon and Dynamite commission. Got a 9/8 on that. David Michelini was actually at the Living Corpse Cruise table this year. He wrote their Hex Files one-shot for them. Really cool guy. I cracked my Amazing 300 and got David Michelini to sign it. Got it pressed and regraded. Held the 9.4. Very happy with that. He doesn't do too many shows in my experience, so went and saw Adam Hughes as always. Got my Justice League of America 6 variant signed. That got a 9.8. Got him to sign my Dirty Pair Run from the Future #1. That got a 9.6. Very happy with that. I actually, speaking of Dirty Pair, I actually ran into Adam Warren again this year. Really nice guy. And I bought the original art for the variant he just did to Black Panther and Agents of Wakanda. He gave me a great deal on that. Try to show that in the future here soon, hopefully. But got my Miracle Man 12 1 in 25 variant signed by Adam Hughes. Beautiful Miracle Woman cover. That got a 9.4. Got my G.I. Joe 2 Baroness variant signed by Adam Hughes. That got a 9.2. Love that cover. Got this Batman 50 Virgin variant. It's a Galaxy Comics exclusive. Lenzner did a great job on this, and he's always a nice guy, so he signed this for me. Really happy with that. Got a 9.6 with white pages. Got to go to Monster Mania Con this year. Keith David was there. Really, really awesome guy. Got him to sign 2 Spawn #1s for me. They both got 9.8s. I put the other one on eBay. It's on there now. But, you know, many of you know he voiced Spawn in the HBO animated series. Was really happy to get those signed. Stood in line for a really long time. He would only sign 1 thing per person. He was charging $40, which I thought was more than fair, but really, really nice guy. Finally got to meet Bruce Campbell. He signed my Dark Horse Army of Darkness 1. That came back a 9.6. Stay Groovy, Ash. Really happy to own that book. Got Frank Cho to sign my Punisher #1 1 in 50 variant. That came back a 9.6 with white pages. Now this I actually bought at a local shop. Could not believe this. They had this on the wall for $100. I just kept my cool and paid for it. Didn't even ask if, you know, he could knock $1 off. But yeah, really stoked with this. I mean, especially now, Neal Adams charges $60, I think, to sign a book. Then you're paying $28 to get it graded. I mean, to pay $100 for this Green Lantern 8 variant at a 9.9 blew my mind. It's the only 9.9 I own. Really happy I came up on that deal. Just don't know if the guy didn't know what he was looking at, didn't know how to price it or what, but I'm happy. I got CGC to crack my Primer 2, press it and regrade it. It had a 9.2 before it got the grade bump to 9.4. Very happy with that. Big, huge Grendel fan, as most of you know. Got to meet Richard and Wendy Peeney at Baltimore 2018 finally. I had 2 copies of this. One came back a 9.6. I actually sold that one. Decided to keep this 9.8, but very, very happy to have this book signed by them. Big, huge ElfQuest fan, and will not need to look for another copy of this. So, really stoked with that one. Stopped by to see Marv Wolfman again. Got, this is my second copy of Teen Titans #2. Got him to sign this one. Came back a 9.4. Was really happy because my other copy got an 8.5. So really happy with this. First Deathstroke, beautiful book. Another series that's been a huge fan of since I was a kid. Jim Steranko came to Baltimore again. Always a pleasure to see him. It's always a long wait, but it's always worth it. Signed this Detective 27 cover swipe. It's Detective Comics 33. Got a 9.8. And Steranko said of Bob Kane, he decided to redo this cover because somebody had to draw it right. He does not like Bob Kane. He always has such great stories. Got Steranko to sign this, my Strange Tales 167. Classic Silver Age Nick Fury cover, iconic cover. This got an 8.0 with white pages. Extremely happy with that. And have 3 copies of this. Very underrated book. Always loved this cover. Picked out my nicest copy. Got Steranko to sign it. It's Marvel Super Special 22. The Blade Runner movie adaptation. And I believe Joe Orlando did the interior on this. Does it say? No, I'm sorry, not Orlando, Al Williamson. But Steranko was happy to see this book. He likes to see stuff, I guess, a lot of people don't bring up to him to get signed. But very happy this came back in 9.4. Huge Steranko fan, huge Blade Runner fan. Frankie's Comics was at the show again, so got some variants from them. They had Ji-Hyung Lee and Clayton Crane signing at their table. Got this Black Cat #2 Ji-Hyung Lee variant. Got it signed, came back in 9.8. Gorgeous cover. Also got Ji-Hyung Lee to sign this black and white Harley Quinn variant he did to Detective 1000. Stunning cover. This also came back 9.8. Got Clayton Crane to sign this Virgin variant he did to Stranger Things #1. Fantastic cover. Really, really love that. Love that show. Got Clayton to sign this Weapon H #1 Virgin variant. Outstanding cover, swipe to Hulk 181. This came back 9.8. Beautiful book. And also got this Venom 7 Virgin variant signed by Clayton. Great cover with Venom having the Infinity Gauntlet, and took the time to sign it in like a rainbow. Did each letter in a different color, excuse me. So that brings some uniqueness to that book. Really cool. Mike Zack was at my show again. Got him to sign Captain America 321. Always love this cover with Cap just ripping through an Uzi clip. It's got a 9.4. Very cool book. Got my Punisher Mini #1 signed. This got 9.2 with white pages. I can see why. Fine with that. It's a copy I've had since middle school. So it's cool to get him to sign stuff you've had in your collection for a long time. Probably my favorite cover of that whole mini-series. I had the poster to this cover on my wall as a kid. Punisher Mini #3. Got it signed by Mike Zack. Got a 9.4. Got him to sign my Secret Wars #1. Classic cover. Always loved this cover. It's got a 9.4. And gosh, I guess it was last year. My buddy Michael Jocko picked up this variant from Mike Zack's table. Mike only sells these books at his table. And Michael Jocko grabbed me one, which I was very thankful for. But at my show, he still had some left. And he let me pick through the stack and pick out a nice copy. So got another one signed and submitted. It got a 9.8. And this is his variant to Punisher #2, which is also a stunner that he only sells at his table. That got a 9.6. Really love those covers. I think I'm probably going to cut it off there. I'll go ahead and do a part 2, hopefully in the next week or two, because I got a bunch of blue label books, some red label stuff I submitted to CBCS that I'll go through. But appreciate everyone stopping by. It's always good to hear from y'all. Hope everyone's doing well. So take care of yourselves and continue enjoying them comics. See ya.